Hi guys and girls, Gallifrey97 there. Welcome to today's video. We're showcasing off what I got for my birthday, which was about a week ago from today. So I'm going to showcasing some rare Doctor Who merchandise I got and going through the Thanos Build-A-Figure wave for the Marvel Legends figures, which I got after my birthday. So let's jump right in. First off, we're going to take a look at the two rare annuals I got. So this is the K9 annual from 1983. I think this kind of coincides with the spin-off. Take a look inside. Obviously you've got sort of Sarah Jane. Obviously again it's kind of linked into the K9 Company spin-off. You've got some sort of cool comic stuff in there. The Power Stone, eh? Make sure Thanos doesn't see that. It's just an in-depth look at the story. Of course, this never obviously became a series. I think the Sarah Jane Adventures kind of was a spin-off of this, but obviously K9 Company was its own entity. So yeah, this is a really rare, nice find to have in the collection. And as well, the Dalek annual from 1976. This has the Dare the Daleks Dalek on it, with a cartoon background on. It's just kind of like at the sort of end peak of, I guess, the Daleks hype of the 60s. It's just kind of Terry Nation kind of exploiting his obviously Dalek creation through Doctor Who and kind of doing it in its own entity, because obviously Doctor Who and the Daleks very much go hand in hand with their kind of popularity, etc. So yeah, again, this is really nice to have these two annuals in the collection. Well, it's Jenna Coleman autograph. Now this is actually from the Doctor Who World Tour, I believe. And I think they gave these out to people sort of waiting in line for the World Tour at the Wales kicking off of the Doctor Who World Tour back in 2014. Unless I'm wrong, but I think that's I've kind of worked out where it's this kind of signature postcard is from. We have the Target novelisation of the Horrifying Rock. I think this is the 1980s reprint edition of the story. Of course, the story features the Rutons and a quite horrific end for all the characters, as the title may suggest. I'm currently reading Scratchman, which is the Tom Baker written Doctor Who book, so I'm kind of trying to get through that before I start any other books. I kind of need to get that one out of the way before I start this one. From the Doctor Who experience, it is, if I can do this with one hand whilst holding the camera, it's the TARDIS key, and has the Doctor Who experience stuff on it. I don't see this is my sort of reflection in the key. But yeah, obviously this is the original packaging it came in. Sadly, the Doctor Who experience is closed now. But it's cool to have this, as I never got it, and obviously these aren't really around anymore. This kind of represents a lot of memories from visiting the experience in Cardiff Bay. I don't know why these are a thing, and you find these a lot in kind of like holiday destinations in the UK and kind of gift shops and that stuff. This is a £100 style note for the Doctor Who range. Obviously you've got Peter Capaldi, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and now you've got Jodie Whittaker kind of leading the front, taking the Queen's place on the £100 note. But it's quite a nice little gimmicky thing to have in the collection. We've got these rare Doctor Who key rings. So these are from the 2005 kind of launch of all the new merchandise of Eccleston. So we've got the TARDIS one, there's also a Dalek one, and if we swap over here, we have a bigger version of the Dalek and the Doctor Who logo. So these ones are kind of like 2D ones, there's more of a 3D bigger version of them. When I saw these were a kind of complete surprise to me, so it's kind of nice to discover new merchandise which I didn't know existed. This is kind of going way back to when 2005 when the new merchandise range kind of kicked off with character options, etc. So again, a lot of memories with this set of key rings. First up, we have the 1 to 4 Doctor Who quiz book. This is obviously again 1 to 4 for representing kind of series 1 to 4 of Doctor Who. I remember actually taking these to school and filling them out in break time, so I'm quite a lot of nostalgia for these. This is when they released all 4 of them at once, and sort of had them as a one complete bundle. Again, this is completely sealed, so as a collector would, I'm not going to open it. And also we got the Doctor Who book collection for 2014. These are the paperback versions. We have Touched by an Angel, which is a really good book, featuring the Angels, Paradox Lost, and Borrowed Time. Featuring the companions and Doctor from Series 7, part 1 should I say, with Matt Smith and then Doctor, Amy Pond, Karen Gillan, and Roy Williams played by Arthur Darvill. Switching over to Marvel now, another sort of fandom I'm really into. This is the Thanos Infinity War Build-A-Figure wave. Marvel Legends do 6-inch Marvel figures which can range from the MCU to the comic. This is specifically an MCU wave. They kind of mix it up by doing a couple characters from the films which kind of time with like a film's release, and they also do sort of comic book characters which comic book fans kind of know. I'm in it for the MCU. I say I'm more of obviously an MCU fan than the comics per se. So this was kind of the perfect way for me to get and kind of start the collection. Not go as crazy as kind of Dot 2 collection, but I wanted to get a few more of these, so I'm tracking down eBay, etc. But I do have a couple of these in my collection before. I have the Iron Man Mark 43 and the War Machine Mark II, which is from Age of Ultron. But yeah, going through quickly the figures, we have Thor with Stormbreaker, and this is when he comes into Wakanda. Really nice electrified accessory you can kind of put on and take off, so it's like sort of activation mode of the hammer, so you can actually recreate like great entrance scene near the end of Infinity War. We have Ant-Man from Ant-Man and the Wasp. He does come with a Paul Rudd head, which is making one serious weird expression, but it is quite funny, but I prefer it with the helmet on. I think the sculpt is very good, but the expression is just quite creepy.
I don't have this action figure, but I have now I zoomed in.
You know it's good.
I know, I do. Like, I saw it and it did make me laugh.
Did they say, yep, that's the shot?
That's
nailed it.
That's... yeah.
We have the Iron Man Mark 50, which I actually bought when I went to New York, and I bought this from like the New York Toys R Us. But this is kind of the random figure which doesn't come with the Thanos part. So you can just buy this and have it without a Thanos part, which all these figures do come with. So yeah, again, I just thought I'd include this for completion's sake. We have the Iron Spider. I know they're actually re-releasing this with the mechanical arms, which obviously are in the film, but I don't mind having this one. It's a really cool design, and of course we're going to be seeing it again in Spider-Man Far From Home. We have Captain America with the Wakandan shield. It's a shame actually they didn't include two of these, one for each arm. It's a bit weird kind of just having the one. It would be nice to have kind of two to obviously replicate what he had in Infinity War, where Black Panther gives him the two shields. Of course, we've got the really cool kind of burnt out star. I think the sculpt is actually really good. I know a lot of people didn't really like the kind of hair. I was watching a few reviews online. But I think it's a really good resemblance to Chris Evans, actually. I'm really pleased with it. Back here we have Evangeline Lilly's The Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think this is one of the best face sculpts, actually, to be honest. I think these three are probably the best, but it does have a really good likeness to Evangeline Lilly. She comes with a few different accessories, including the helmet and sort of a backpack when the wings aren't out, which I think is really, really nice. And finally we have Black Widow, which comes with her two electrified batons, I'd say, which comes with a few guns as well. But yes, this is her sort of incognito look from Infinity War. And of course, all these figures build up to Thanos, which is an immense figure. This is kind of like the incentive to get. He comes with Infinity Gauntlet, which is a shame actually, it's just one sculpt. It's a shame the fingers can't move, but I think that'd be a bit too complex. But yeah, he's a massive figure and just looks great, and look at that evil grin. So yeah, a really good wave. If you're going to review the figures in detail, let me know in the comment section below. I think this wave is kind of a UK exclusive thing, because I know like Thor, Ant-Man figures and Black Widow, which is one of Thanos' Black Order children. The Iron Man, Spider-Man and Captain America came with alternative Thanos. So they've kind of recollected the actual MCU figures and re-released it to build Thanos, which I think is a cool idea. So I think this is a UK exclusive. Yeah, if you want me to review this in detail, let me know in the comment section below. We have the Doctor Who Limited Edition collector plate. This is the Dalek version of this thing. I didn't actually know what it was until I opened it up. There are 4 to collect, including the Dr. Davros and the Cyberman. This is part of the Doctor Who 40th anniversary merchandise back in 2003. It's quite nice to have the different eras of merchandise. These vinyl records here are for the 4th Doctor, 5th Doctor and 6th Doctor vinyls. This features the theme tune, because each one had a different sort of variation of the theme tune, as all Doctors do. This is kind of the vinyl version which is a really nice collector's piece. I don't know if they were re-released for something, or they were released at the time of their release, I'm not too sure. Amazing thing to have, and especially the vinyl is coming back. Of course, they've done the Asda exclusive with the new 10th Doctor, the Creeping Death adventure. They do a lot of Tom Baker stuff, so it's nice to have these of the old vinyls as the new vinyls are coming in. Here we have the Gallifrey Museum ruler from the Doctor Experience. Nice to have all these Doctor Experience merchandise I've never got, which is official for the Experience. Reminds me of so many kind of great memories from that time, going to the Cardiff Bay with different friends, having such an immersive time there. Kind of getting all this kind of merchandise from there brings it all back. And finally, one thing I forgot was this TARDIS necklace. It's a bit bulky to have as a necklace, I think, but I'm going to give it a go and have it around my neck. So yeah, that is a really nice bit of merch. So if you enjoyed today's birthday haul showcasing my Doctor and Avengers presents, thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Links to our stuff in the description below. Again, if you'd like to see kind of a review on the Marvel Legend figures, please let me know in the comment section below. If you've got any suggestions for videos, any trailers, any reviews, stuff like that, again, let me know in the comment section below. But just like to reiterate, I'm going to the Planet of the Daleks BFI screening as well, which is on the 15th. If you are there, please come and say hi if you see me. Love to catch up with everybody there. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.